Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. It's another overcast day today in the Caribbean paradise, but I will just thought that I will come and release some breaking news coming out of America. US President Donald J. Trump has started the historic deportation of mass deportation of illegal immigrants in the United States of America by executive order. Yes, US President Donald J. Trump has started an historic mass deportation of illegal immigrants in the United States of America. Breaking news coming out from all over the USA saying hundreds of illegal immigrants are now being deported from America, and this includes Africans and Caribbean citizens who are being deported every day by ICE. They have been given the order by executive order from the United States of America on his first day, on his inaugural day of office. His first day of office, he signed lots of his executive orders, which one of them includes the mass deportation of illegal immigrants. Donald J. Trump enacted a 17th century clause which said that illegal immigrants are now like terrorists of America, and so he would have got the army, the US Army, ready to join ICE with the deportations of illegal immigrants. And this audio clip is just about 2 minutes long. It's coming out of America. I want you to listen this audio clip here, and then I will come back with my analysis.
More than 5,000 people. That's the tally for the last 24 hours of massive arrests of illegal migrants in the United States. Police and customs officials are conducting raids on stores, warehouses, and even churches.
Well, if they have orders and if they suspect that somebody's undocumented, even if we're Christian, we have to follow the law and obey it, whether we like it or not.
In total, up to several million people in the U.S. may be deported.
The people who we don't want to have here are those who are criminal intent or criminal already dead, and yeah, they should be removed. But I don't see the mass deportations freaking people out, dividing up families.
Deportations are for illegal immigrants who have been arrested in the past for crimes. Those with clean records can rest easy, at least for now. The first U.S. planes are already landing in South American countries. In the early hours of this morning, we received Guatemalan migrants turned back from the United States. Army troops are being mobilized at the border to support border guards and customs officials in stopping Mexican cartels, smuggling both people and drugs. The problem, however, is the issue of the deportations themselves. The country from which the migrants come must agree to accept them. For there to be an agreement with a third country, it has to be signed by that country, which is bilateral. What we have in this case is that if there is a person on the northern border, then of course they are offered humanitarian assistance if they voluntarily want to return to their countries. The American president embarked on his first trip after being sworn in. He and the First Lady visited the Los Angeles suburbs, devastated by the fires.
I didn't realize,
There you go, my friends. That is just one news reporting from America. There's a lots of them coming out of America. Just today, they're told that Guatemala would have refused to allow US planes, military planes, to land with illegal immigrants. Colombia as well refused to allow illegal immigrants to land coming from America. 2 planes were turned back. In retaliation, Donald Trump would have revoked the visa of President Petro of Colombia and his government officials, so they no longer have a US visa. In Mexico, the president of Mexico did the same, refused illegal immigrants from landing in their country. My friends, these are their own citizens. I don't know how a country can refuse to take back their own citizens if they're being deported from another country. That, my friends, should be illegal. That has to be illegal, because if Donald Trump is deporting Mexicans, Colombians, and Caribbean people, Africans, back to their own home country, and they refuse to take them back, then that should be illegal, because it's their own country. I am not saying Donald Trump is right, but he's a new president of America, and he has the powers to deport who he feels like, my friends. As long as you're not a U.S. citizen, he will deport you. If you're an illegal immigrant and you have a criminal record in America, they are starting with illegal immigrants with criminal records first. And their target is, I am told, up to about 5,000 daily. And one of my colleagues, very influential blogger, this is what he posted today. His name is Everton Obi Elliott, a good friend of mine, lives in the US, but he's a citizen of the Caribbean. And this is what he posted: illegal immigrants in shackles led on to US military planes as Trump ramps up mass deportations of illegals who have committed crimes back to their home country. So far, it has been 500 illegal immigrants deported every day, with plans to increase it up to 5,000 daily. Trump is using military planes, and there will be a need for more planes as millions are targeted. Trump has given not only ICE but also the DEA, ATF, and other agencies the go-ahead to arrest illegal immigrants. The majority of Americans support mass deportation of illegal immigrants, which was the key to Trump's massive landslide victory in America. So Americans, by and large, support this mass deportation of illegal immigrants from the United States of America. What does this mean for Caribbean citizens and African citizens? Well, Caribbean governments are already preparing to welcome home their immigrants from America who are being deported. Several Caribbean leaders would have posted on their Facebook page and government media that they are looking at welcoming back home their illegal immigrants who are in America back home to the Caribbean. African governments, I am not sure, I haven't seen any statements coming out of Africa yet that they are willing to welcome back their own citizens, but definitely there are Africans who are being deported back to African Caribbean nationals who are being deported back to the Caribbean, because there are millions of illegal Africans and Caribbean nationals in the United States of America. So obviously they will get caught in the crossfire of Donald Trump's executive order. And he also did an executive order on cutting all aid for the Caribbean nation islands and the African countries. I did that video yesterday. That video has over 50,000 views so far, and it's a very touching video, because Africans and Caribbean citizens, some are happy, some are saying Africans and Caribbean countries need to stand up on their own 2 feet and build their own country and stop depending on aid. But Donald Trump has signed an executive order to cut all foreign aid, pending a 90-day review, where his government will review those aid agreements and he will decide which ones to keep, if any. But as the future in America is bleak at this moment, we now have no choice but to bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. The mission of my channel is to bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora, which includes the Caribbean nations, over 25 of them, African America, African Canadian, Afro-British, Afro-Europeans, and Africans in South America. We have to bridge the gap and work closer together with each other, because there's no country that is going to welcome our people with open arms at this time. Europe is becoming stricter with their crisis, illegal immigrants crisis in Europe, and America is now cracking down on that. Canada has cracked down on that, and they are ramping up their regulations on illegal immigrants. So now we have no choice but to come together and bridge the gap between the Caribbean nation islands and the African continent. African Americans also, and African Canadians, Afro-British, Afro-Europeans. We are one people separated by a European slave trade and colonialism that separated our people, my friends. But Donald Trump signed a lot of executive orders on his first day of office. The main one that will affect our people are: Donald Trump has decided to cut all aid for foreign countries, which includes the Caribbean nations and the African countries. Climate change aid, the Paris Accord, World Health Organization, that provide medical assistance to the needy in Africa. All those are being cut. AGOA, the trade agreement that allows African products to enter the United States of America duty-free, coming from South Africa, Zambia, Kenya, Uganda, you name it. Those are being cut, my friends. Donald Trump is not making any joke. He is saying America comes first, and he will put America first. This is an American president, and he pledged to make America rich again, make America wealthy again, make America strong again, and make America great again. That is what Donald Trump is saying. But one of the things that Donald Trump will do, which may help the Caribbean nation islands, because we import so much from America, because America will be drilling now, drill baby drill. That is what Donald Trump said he will do. America has a lot of oil and gas, and he will drill it, and they will manufacture their own products, and this will take the cost of U.S. products down, including U.S. food and U.S. other products. And the Caribbean import a lot of U.S. products, so we're expecting those prices to drop drastically in the Caribbean. So that is one of the benefits. But for our brothers and sisters in America who are living illegal, I'm saying to you, start making your plans to exit the United States of America. Either exit or stay on a low profile. Do not commit any crime. Do not go out every day to work in busy areas. You have to be very careful now, because Donald Trump is on a rampage, and he is set to deport millions. Over 11 million illegal immigrants are in America. So this will take the whole 4 years. And I'm being told even Americans are being caught up in the crossfire. American veterans are being, some would have, a story broke loose that an American veteran was arrested and was about to be deported, but then he proved that he's a U.S. citizen and veteran. So ICE, the U.S. Army, the DEA, all of them are rounding up so many illegal immigrants in America that Americans are being caught in the crossfire, my friends. Make sure, if you're new to this channel, if this is your first time watching this channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. On this channel, we do breaking news that affect our people worldwide, which includes the African continent and the African diaspora, the Caribbean nation islands, African Americans, Africans in Canada, Africans in Europe, and Africans in Britain. we cover all that news that affect our people. So please consider subscribing to my channel. Like this video, of course, share it with all your friends and family, and please comment your thoughts and opinion on what you think about the historic mass deportation of US citizens in America. Not US citizens, the mass deportation of illegal immigrants in the United States of America, signed by Donald Trump in a historic executive order on his inaugural day of office, his first day of office. He signed executive orders, one of which is to grant all U.S. agencies the powers to deport illegal immigrants. Another one that will affect the Caribbean and Africa is that one of the executive orders say the U.S. will cut all aid to foreign countries, which includes African countries and Caribbean countries as well. But it's becoming very overcast here in paradise, my friends. We've been having a lot of climate change down here in the Caribbean. The sun is out for 5 minutes, it rains, sun is out again, the wind is blowing. This is like the hurricane season, but it's January, bizarre weather here in the Caribbean. What times are changing, my friends, and it is time that we become stronger and wiser and smarter. And let us work together, let us bridge the gap between the African continent and the African diaspora. My name is Beyond. Thank you for watching this channel, and I'll see you again tomorrow in the next video. Every day, I will do a video every day for the rest of this month, and then we'll see going forward how we will do it, whether every day or every other day. But for the rest of this month, I will be doing a video every day. So please tune in tomorrow for my next video, and we will either analyze what is happening in the US with another video about that, the executive orders, or we will bring to you breaking news out of the African continent or the Caribbean diaspora, or the African diaspora, which includes African Americans, Caribbean citizens, Africans in South America, Africans in Canada, Africans in Europe, Africans worldwide, my friends. This channel is dedicated to you and your family and your friends. We are one people separated by a brutal European slavery and colonialism, but we're coming back together as one. Thank you for watching this channel. Make sure to watch my video that I posted yesterday. It has over 50,000 views so far on it. I did a video about the cutting of aid for Caribbean and African countries by Donald Trump in an executive order. And man, it's a different day in America. Donald Trump is not playing. The US President Donald J. Trump has signed many executive orders starting his term, like the Californian wildfires. Donald Trump is dropping his whip left, right, and center. He doesn't care. He's putting Americans first. So we need to put our people first as well. The African diaspora and the African continent. We are one people. Let us put our people first. Let us follow Europe and Donald Trump. If they can put their people first, let us do the same and put our people first. My name is Beyond. This is Beyond Uncut, and I'll see you again tomorrow in the next video. Bye-bye. Much love.